Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I have the Yokozuna Ultimate Edition action figure. I really wasn't going to get this one. I know I say that every time. I just don't like big guy figures, just because they're usually significantly worse than any other type of figure you can get because they have limited articulation. They don't try as hard with these guys for some reason. They're like, well, they're big, so their legs can't bend, or they have no ab articulation, or whatever. But then I was thinking about it, I'm like, they're doing a lot of things with these Ultimate Edition figures, so I kind of want to see what they've done with Yokozuna to make him a worthwhile figure, to make him, I guess, ultimate, right? Uh, do they have the drop down hips? Does he have decent articulation in the legs? Does he have decent articulation up here in the torso? Let's give him a try, let's see what they do. So I picked him up, and literally like 2-3 days after I bought him, he went on sale for $20. So that's cool. Love that. I don't know if I'm really going to try and get my whole $10 back that I spent on this. The money, the difference, because I bought it at full price. I don't think I care that much about it, but it would be nice to have that money. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But yes, I got this guy. I believe he's the Chase. The white belt is the Chase version, right? And the black one is the regular version. I don't know. I looked it up online. Looking up figures online is always like, what are you doing? Because it's always like, this figure is actively in stores. People can currently buy it, and you're selling it for $140. It doesn't make any sense. So I try not to go based off of online prices. Why do my hands look so bright? The light I'm using is not that excessive. Maybe I should turn it down a bit. I don't know. But yeah, so I couldn't quite tell if this one was the Chase. Maybe a little bit higher. There we go. So I don't know. Let me know. Is this the Chase? I haven't been following figure news as much as I usually am, just because I'm taking a bit of a figure break as of late, I guess. I don't know. But let's go ahead and get into it. Starting with the front of the box, you have this nice window here showing you everything you get in the packaging. Yoko's heads, the belts, everything. We'll get to later. You have Yokozuna at the top, of course. You can't see it, but it's there. Ultimate Edition down here at the bottom in a nice silvery goodness. Yokozuna right there in the classic, the legend style artwork. Let me focus it so you can see. Basically, a picture of him with yellow lines drawn on it. Yokozuna on the back of the box. You have him right there, and then of course the action figure right there that you can't see. A little bit of a bio right there if you wanted to read it. I am not. He's 6'4". He's not as tall as you would think. Anything else? I don't care about that. Yokozuna on the side in case you forgot who you bought. And now we're back to the front of the box so we can transition to the figure. Okay, so this is pretty much all you get. Obviously, we'll talk about him in a little bit. Starting off with this head sculpt right here. This one is more of like a shocked face. It looks pretty cool. The way they did his ponytail going up onto his head, looking nice and neat. I don't know, it's not, what expression is he making right here? It just looks like he's disgusted or just kind of irritated, but he always looks irritated. That's just Yoko's face, right? And then you have this one right here that's him yelling. Maybe he's about to, like, say bonsai before he does his drop thing. I don't know, it looks pretty cool, though. Liking that, you have some alternate hands, starting with these two slappy hands, clappy, slappy hands. Let me try. Oh god, can we do it? Oh, it was so close. Oh, it was so close. Oh, there we go. These more open, clappy, slappy hands right here. Both of these looking fine. And then you have two regular old fist hands, which I do love to see. Hands like this in your packaging. The words I'm trying to say. Then we have this guy right here. Don't drop your title, please. Let me get it to focus before I talk. Okay, his toe hinges hinged. You have this classic winged eagle style belt. I just talked about this with my Bret Hart figure. Love to see it. Glad to have it. Have a lot of these. Nice to have newer ones, I guess. I'm happy with this. But you know, I already have this, so why are we focusing on that? But it's nice to have with the Yokozuna figure. Then you have his bucket here. The bucket's a cool feature. It's a cool little accessory to give this guy. I just wish they did more with it. Not that it's like they didn't do enough. They did. You're too close. Sorry, I don't have enough room to work here. They did a lot here. It's just I don't know. It's empty. Give it. Put like a little white powder substance there. You can't use it, obviously, but just put something in there so it's not sitting empty. I mean, for pictures, you're not really gonna see inside of it, but I don't know. I think you could have done something right here, like on the what is it? The Raw is War 3-pack. They gave you the money like in the bag. Like they could have just left that empty. They didn't have to go that extra mile, and that's just for elites. This is an Ultimate Edition. Give us something here, right? Please, thank you. Please focus on the barrel. I don't know why it unfocused. I didn't press the thing. But as far as like the wood goes and the rope, that all looks good. It's fine. It could be better, but it's fine. I like the way it looks. It's adequate enough. So we'll set that aside right there. Then we have this nice looking robe that Yoko is wearing. I love this robe, the look of it. I have another Yokozuna figure from years ago, and it came with a similar robe, but this one is much nicer. It's thicker. The quality is a lot better. The rope is nicer. And it also has these Japanese lettering all throughout the actual robe. But it looks really, really cool. So let's go ahead and take this off. The actual, the string to tie the robe is attached right there. So you're not going to lose the string. So that's handy. This thing is huge, though. I mean, look at that. It's like a bed sheet almost. I love it. I think it looks great. And then you have Yoko himself right here with his kind of just neutral head sculpt. I mean, like I said, you're not going to have a neutral head sculpt with Yoko because he always kind of looks a little agitated and pissed off. That was kind of his whole thing. See, these two, they're just not that different. This one's just maybe a little bit more, I don't know, just about to yell. Like, if you put all three side by side, this is him before he yells, this is him about to yell, and this is him yelling. Like, that's basically what they're doing. As far as the design goes, I mean, Yoko had a look. There just wasn't much to the look. It's basically, he dressed like a sumo wrestler. So you had this little diaper thing going on here, and then the tights. You do have the bow on the back. It looks pretty cool, nice and detailed. I'm worried because it's a hard plastic. When he's on his back, it's just gonna be weird and kind of annoying. But it's not like the worst thing in the world. You also have these tassels here that are kinda sculpted, textured. They're textured like rope going all the way across. They are kind of a harder plastic than I'd like them to be, as opposed to like on Bret Hart's hair, where it's more soft and you can like kind of move it out of the way and it wouldn't just kind of bounce right back to where it was. I guess, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't have an example right here to show you, but that's what I mean. As far as he does have the pins, I guess we can transition to the articulation talk. So the head can wiggle side to side, rotates all the way around. It does pop off because, you know, look at that head. It's gonna hit the shoulders and pop itself off. Hello? Is that lower than it was? It feels lower. It does move around quite a bit, though. There's back and forward. You're getting a lot of range of mobility here, which is nice. The butterfly joints, I wasn't sure what to expect here, but they seem about as good as you would get with typical figures. Arms come up to about right there, which is about what I would want. Why is it unfocusing? It's like I changed the way it autofocuses, but it's supposed to autofocus, and it keeps just not. It keeps unfocusing instead of autofocusing. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out this camera. Rotates all the way around like so. Swivel at the bicep. Double jointed pinless elbows comes up to about right there. Wrist goes in. Wrist goes out. Wrist goes all the way around. Ab crunch. This is the thing I was kind of worried about. Not really. I don't know. This is basically the same articulation you would get with a regular Yokozuna. Like, we just got a Captain Lou Albino WWE Legends figure. Same thing. It's the same type of articulation here. So this is basically what they do when guys get to a certain size. They just give them this torso, which is, I don't know what else they could have done. The Kevin Owens also has this type of articulation. I don't think that works. Like the elite Kevin Owens. I took off the shirt of one of my Kevin Owens figures just to see what they were doing with the articulation. It has this, and I think it could use just regular old elite style articulation. As far as the Ultimate Edition goes, obviously I understand that a little bit more, but with the Elite, I don't know. I think they're just limiting what that figure can do by giving him this, But it is nice, so it does, nice. It is fine. It can go side to side, back a little bit, not too much, but, but more than you would expect. Forward, really not much. Going forward, just going back. And that's honestly, going back, that's pretty much just neutral. And then when it comes to the legs, actually, he can swivel or turn too. There's nothing down here. You're not going to find anything down here. As far as the legs go, though, I think it's on a drop-down hip. Yeah, because look at how high that goes. See, that's what I wanted to see. That's why I was interested in this this Ultimate Edition, to see. Oh, they kind of fucked up there. We'll get to that when we get to that. I just wanted to see, can they give him the range of mobility? And they do. Look at that. It's 90 degrees. Maybe it could go a little higher. Probably not. It's on the drop-down style hip, so this works wonderfully. So this is what I was talking about with the Bret Hart figure I just reviewed. Some of these figures don't need drop-down style hips. I understand why they all do. And I'm not saying to take it away from, like, the smaller guys, but these bigger guys specifically needed this style of articulation, because before, he could go to maybe right there, maybe a little more. That ruins the figure for me personally. I don't know about you guys, but if my figure can't bend more than that, I hate it. You give him the drop-down style hips, the hips just move out of the way so that he can go higher. And look at that. Like, you can do, I mean, it's not like it would be realistic for you to do like a power bomb, Batista bomb type thing. But, like, you can make him do like a DDT, or like kick him in the gut, or something in your like pick fed, or whatever you're doing with your toys. It's just more believable, and it looks better. You can make him even do his finisher, the bonsai drop. He can actually do it now. Whereas before, it just would not work. So I appreciate this. On this style of figure. I need to get that Andre the Giant. I almost got it, and I missed out on it. And now I'm regretting it, because I really want to try out that one. That's another figure I really want to see what they did to it to make it, ultimate. But, I missed out. Not pinless, unfortunately, but it is double jointed. It doesn't go up high, though. Either way, it just doesn't move very high. It moves enough, though, I think. Just enough. You do have a swivel here at the calf. You also have a swivel here at the thigh, but look at that. Oh my god. Ugh. Don't move these legs at all. I'd rather just not having that at all. Just get rid of it, because you're not going to use it in any meaningful way. The only rotation you really need is down here, and that looks bad too, with the the slit right in the leg. But this one is just pointless. Nobody's going to use that. There's no need to it, I guess. So I don't know. I don't love it. And then what I was saying earlier by them messing up on the ankle, I guess it's not a mess up, but it just looks bad. The ankle goes further than the foot. You see? That looks bad. Don't love that. It does go down and it goes up like so. Toe hinges like so. Swivel like a little bit of swivel, just like so, like that. And that is Yokozuna. The other thing I was worried about is for some reason big figures are like hollow inside. So you would expect if you get like a Braun Strowman or like a Big Show or Yokozuna, you would expect them to be heavy, and they never are. They're like hollow inside. Like I don't know, they don't want to use as much plastic when making these. Like they want to save some money somewhere, so they're like, okay, let's make it a little. I don't know. They take away some of the structural stability to these figures, which I know because I've broken most of my like Braun Strowman figures just because they're poorly made. But you would want them to have that heft to them. You would want them to be as heavy as they look, right? Comparatively for a figure, and they never are. This guy though, he is heavy, and he's as heavy as you would want him to be. At least for me. I don't know if that's like an issue for other people. I just don't like buying a Braun Strowman figure, and he's freaking lighter than a Sami Zayn figure. Like, what are we doing here? It feels weird to hold. It feels wrong. So I'm into that. I think that works really, really well for this Yokozuna. And you know what? Despite all the limitations he lives up to the Ultimate Edition name, and I'm very happy with this figure. I adore. I don't think I adore this figure, but I really, really like it, and it's going to be really, really cool, especially since I have that Bret Hart to go against him. That's going to be really, really fun for me personally. So I'm very happy with this Yokozuna figure. It's everything I wanted a Yokozuna figure to be in Ultimate Edition forms. Obviously, there's limitations here, and as a figure, it's just subpar. But as a Yokozuna, it's like, okay, you gave me this is definitive. So in my collection, this is all I need. I don't need any other Yokozunas because this one does what I want. So very happy with this figure. Very happy that it lives up to the expectations, I suppose. So I guess let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. All the things YouTubers ask you to do, just do it for me as well. And I will be back with another video, hopefully very, very soon. Bye.